Okay. Do you have it on your computer? Can you just plug your computer? Is it fine or? Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know we're all tired. It's way after lunch. It's past traffic. We all want to go home right now. So I do understand that we are really pressed for time, and the program is quite lengthy. We've all seen it. So I'm not just going to waste time. I will just go straight. I'm waiting for the presentation that I had sent to be shown here. Oh, perfect. So do you have a remote for you?
It's not on the table. No. But it's fine, I'll move the slides. I will move the slides.
Oh, you will move the slides? All right. Okay, perfect. Again, my name is Doreen Mokoena. Thank you so much to everyone. I would really like to observe protocol and extend my greetings to the honorables that have joined us today from all walks of life, from all corners of Africa. South Africa is indeed your home, and we are very grateful to host you. I am from a company called Cybersecurity, a premier leading cybersecurity firm in South Africa. So way before I became a CEO of Cybersecurity, my role was to make sure that South Africa has internet. Not just South Africa, but Africa has internet. I don't know if any of you here know that during one of the sustainable goals, for the 2030 vision is that we need to connect the unconnected. We need to talk digital literacy. We need to talk connectivity. And we need to connect the people who are not connected. So without further ado, I do understand there's a language barrier. So I brought one of ours. His name is Caleb Diba. He's from DRC, but works at Cybersecurity. He's our front-end engineer, and he's gonna be the one who will be translating for us. He's French, so yes. Yes, please.
Bonsoir à tous, je m'appelle Caleb Diba, je suis ingénieur au Cybersecurity. Ici, c'est mon patron, Doreen Mokoena. Doreen Mokoena, elle a dit qu'avant qu'elle a commencé Cybersecurity, son priorité c'était de venir avec l'Internet en Afrique du Sud. Elle a dit qu'à vous tous qui visitent Afrique du Sud c'est votre maison.
Wow, I didn't know you can speak so well. So, let's just go to the third slide, sir. So the reason why I would really, really like to get your undivided attention is because I'm about to talk about what's happening in your country and in your embassy. Africa is under attack. So we need to understand that Africa comes from a place where digital literacy was not there. We are the forgotten ones. The internet started in the 70s and it was brought to the US. We are the last continent to adopt the internet. That's why we are under attack. So I'm going to explain this further.
L'Afrique, c'est une opposition des attaques cyber. L'Internet a commencé dans les années 70 et on a trouvé ça ici en Afrique, le dernier pays ou le dernier continent de trouver l'Internet, au plus mais comparé aux États-Unis et d'autres pays.
So if you can just look at this slide here, I have carefully selected the countries that I would like us to talk about today. 2 days ago, Kenya got hacked. Tanzania got hacked as well. Their website was defaced. What that means is that the attackers got into the interface and they took the entire website to mimic the government website. It's not just Tanzania. We have countries like Kenya, we have countries like South Africa, and even Gabon. So my next slide, I want to explain exactly how these people get into your systems.
Ok, ici j'ai pris l'article des pays qui sont en attaque. Première, c'est Kenya. Kenya, ils étaient attaqués hier. Ils ont pris les informations de les sites du Kenya. Ils ont mimiqué ça, fait une petite copie pour faire viser que non, votre système et ils sont avec les vulnérabilités.
I don't know. I am so impressed. So, just like I said, Gabon has recorded multiple incidents targeting government infrastructure and financial systems. So I do understand that we have the Honorable Ambassador with us here today. Sir, do you know what is your cybersecurity posture? If right now an attacker can hack into Gabon, how long is it going to take you to recover? Will your country be without systems? Will you revert back to manual? What's going to happen to Gabon if today they decide to hack the entire critical infrastructure? I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but I'm going to do so.
Well, when it comes to cyber security, I know we have of course, we are working very hard on securing our systems, our banks, and all the stuff that turns around security. But I won't be able to tell you what's going to. I mean, the country, as I said, as it is shown on the screen, is always under attack, and at least up to now, we have managed to survive. I don't know what is coming next. Yeah.
So that is actually a very diplomatic answer, and I accept it. You see, one thing that I have picked up with our leaders in Africa is that we are very reactive. We do not want to act before an attack happens. If I say, we can help you solve your cybersecurity issues in Gabon with this much, no one is going to pay $5. They would rather pay 5 million to the ransomware request. So we need to move, as Africa, we need to move from being reactive to actually taking care of our cyberspace. We need to prepare these controls. We cannot have dependency. I know that a whole lot of countries in Africa have dependency in the Western, but we need to start innovating our own solutions. We need to start innovating our own infrastructure and make sure that our systems and our countries are actually secured.
Ok. Gabon, ils ont trouvé plusieurs incidents qui attaquent le gouvernement. À cette position-là, si on attaque le gouvernement gabonais, qu'est-ce que le gouvernement peut faire à la position-là? Et à ce moment-là, il y a des gens qui veulent payer plusieurs 5 millions de dollars ou plusieurs de payer $5 pour protéger son système.
The next country that is taking the center stage is DRC. We are not picking on anyone, but we are just saying that let us address the elephant in the room. Africa is constantly under attack. We have seen a scourge in ransomware, in denial of service, in data protection, in data being stolen. We come from an era where oil is the currency, diamond the currency. But do you know what the currency is right now? The currency is actually the data. The data that is sitting in your embassy, the data that is sitting within all these industries And the question is, how are we protecting and securing the data? I have seen countries who have taken shape when it comes to data privacy and subject protection laws like POPIA and GDPR. But do other countries have data protection and classification laws? The gentleman who spoke before me said that Africa needs to come to a point whereby we do what is called multi-stakeholderism. We collaborate from private sector to the research community and to the academia. Because trust me, the cleverest hackers are the guys who you're not gonna find in the universities. Why are we not rehabilitating those people and putting them in our embassies? As Cybersec Clinic, we do help a couple of embassies. We do work with them. Just like the embassy of Burkina Faso, we assist them with their forensics and their cybersecurity. The question is, why is your embassy? Why are they not taking care of the cybersecurity? Because remember, if you get hit, it's not DRC, it's not the president, it's the entire country. And now, your index goes down because every country has a national index where your cybersecurity posture is reported. So the question is, where are we sitting as in Africa? Is it DRC? Sorry.
Ok. Le deuxième pays ici, nous avons trouvé, c'est les RDC, Démocratique République du Congo. Si on attaque ce pays, ce n'est pas seulement les gouvernements qui sont attaqués, mais c'est les pays en total. Et on est en position de protéger. Il faut qu'on protège notre pays et notre ambassade.
So Caleb was actually born in South Africa. His parents are from DRC, so I can see the languages. Yes.
Caleb était né en Afrique du Sud, mais son parent sort de la Démocratique République du Congo. Si c'est que mon français n'est pas comme vous là, je suis bien français. Moi j'essaie. Merci.
And last but not least, I want us to talk about Guinea. I need all the beautiful people from Guinea just to raise their hands.
Si tu veux, si tu sors de Guinée, please, s'il vous plaît, mettre votre main en haut. Merci.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Guinea has problems, just like every country. But I would really like to put it to you today that today is the end of the problem that you have. Because we are going to be assisting this country when it comes to shaping their cybersecurity posture. We need to move away from the fact that whenever there is a new attack which is launched, Africa is the playfield. All these attacks that are launched on the dark web, they all test them in Africa because they know our leaders would rather invest in buying guns and preparing for wars rather than preparing their country's digital footprint. When are we ever going to move away from religion, from wars to diaspora, to actually fixing Africa's digital economy? And we cannot say our economy has to grow, we need more people to enter this space, if the space we are giving citizen is not secured. As a citizen of South Africa, I need to understand that I can actually go into my banking app and transact, and there won't be a man in the middle. And if my president stands up and say, South Africa is open for digital economy, he's actually saying that we have innovated solutions that make people want to partake in our economy. Now, if you go back and we look at all these countries that I have mentioned, if you look at their adoption level, how many people are actually using the internet in DRC? Are the barriers to entry because of usage, literacy, or they do not trust the space? Now, as you go back to your country, Honorable, I want you to impart one knowledge. The internet was never designed with security in mind. But right now, with the growth of the internet, We are designing security principles and controls, from policy to innovation to actually giving you critical internet infrastructure that works. That was very long.
Ok, c'était très long là, mais je vais essayer d'expliquer dans mon best capabilities. Ok, elle a dit que si vous regardez dans tous les pays, elle a démontré ici, les pays là ne sont pas protégés. Le gouvernement est en position de payer pour les armes ou bien au plus que protéger son infrastructure de système. Oui, oui. Maintenant, si vous regardez Guinée est en position de plusieurs vulnérabilités. Si un attaqueur des États-Unis ou bien d'Angleterre vient, il va essayer au système de Guinée, au plusieurs des systèmes des États-Unis. C'est qu'on est là, Cybersecurity Clinic, de vous protéger avec tous ces problèmes-là.
Yes. Whatever that you say, Caleb. Yes. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are available to assist. This was not a sales pitch, but this was a direct visualization of what Africa's cyber security landscape looks like. From I hope that next year when we have Tropics again, I don't know where it's gonna be held, maybe in Benin or in DRC. I hope you're not gonna be talking about getting hacked. I hope the next time we have this conversation, we actually talk about building more sustainable solution, building more innovation. And the previous gentleman who spoke, I think his name is Hilton, mentioned something. He said that Africa is heavily regulated. We are heavily regulated. When it comes to building systems, our systems don't make it to where they need to be because of the regulations that are built on top of them. So for us to innovate, we need the regulations to be loosened a bit so that we can actually innovate and we can be the next Silicon Valley. But without any further ado, if any embassy or country needs to understand their cybersecurity posture, please email, call, we go anywhere. We have digital footprint globally. We are ready to assist you. Thank you. Oh, by the way, sorry. I actually brought my mom today because she thinks I don't have a real job. I work with computers, so she gets worried quite a lot because I do not wear a uniform and go to work. So please just give her a round of applause and tell her I do have a job.